What is up, my friends? Welcome to the Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. We got a spice one for you today. Going over the Worlds deck list once again. There are just so many awesome decks from Worlds. And this is one that my teammates built and played. Well, one of my teammates played. So Brent Voss built this deck while we were testing. Honestly, kind of late in the process. And I think he built it maybe Sunday night. And deck lists are due on Wednesday, which is pretty late to build a whole new deck for the brewing thing. And he worked on it with Ilya for about 2 days straight. And the original version looked not much like this at all. And then Brent jump shipped last minute, but Ely ended up playing it. Unfortunately, he didn't do great in Worlds. I think he went 3-4-1 in Constructed. But it's a really, really cool idea and a really, really cool just deck in general. What we have here is a control deck. Now, on first glance, this looks like a ramp deck, right? We're playing a bunch of Triomes, four Migrations, 4 Leyline Bindings, but there are no Atraxas here. There are no big things to ramp into. There are no real ramp cards at all. No Topiary Stompers or the Battle of Zendikars. This is effectively just a control deck built around the 4-color shell, based around the card Up the Beanstalk. The deck's called the Bean. And Up the Beanstalk is probably one of the best cards in Wilds of Eldraine for all formats, and now we're seeing it in Standard as well. To ban enchantment, ETB, draw a card, and then play a card that costs 5 or greater, draw a card. We saw Greg Orange, top 8 Worlds, playing a blue-white control deck, splashing for this card. So there's certainly a pedigree here. You know, Ely and Brent were definitely on the right place, because Beanstalk plus Binding is just really, really good, right? If Beanstalk draws 1 extra card, just 1, you're looking at green and 1, sorcery, draw 2 cards, which is insanely good. And if you draw more than that, then you're, off to the races. It's phenomenally good. So Beanstalk here draws off of course, Binding is a big one, but draws off Sunfall. We get to draw off the backside of Virtue Persistence, draw March of the Otherworldly Light, Hardcast, Herd Migration. So it's a way for this deck to kind of be a control deck and draw a bunch of cards. And then to go on top of that, we have Chrome Host Seedshark, another really powerful card that cares about the CMC of your cards. Other cards are the same with Leyline Binding, where a 1-mana Binding makes you a 6/6 Shark, which is insane. And sort of utilizing the fact that Binding is just so good. No doubt this card's insane, and then making it as best it can possibly be with Shark and Beanstalk. Now, otherwise, the cards in this deck are just control, right? We've got Wandering Emperor, Sunfall, Sheoldred, Go for the Throat. There's a lot of removal spells, Virtue Persistence. This is a card a deck that excels pretty well against any sort of creature deck. Decks like Esper Legends, White Weenie, Mono Red. You just kill all their stuff. Virtue's great, it gains life, and so on and so forth. Got to be a little weaker in some pure control decks. There weren't that many of those in the tournament. And then sideboard-wise, try and answer that. We have Elesh for the ramp Mire. This is really, really good against the Atraxa decks because it turns off their bindings and so on and so forth. We got a smattering of spells here, a Bailout, the Drag the Bottom, a Glissa, a Faerie Mastermind. A little bit of a mishmashy sideboard. Definitely a little here and there, a couple counter spells, yada, 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 1 Duress. But really, really cool deck. Was very, very inventive, and definitely a deck that could definitely morph into something really, really cool, either with the new set or just in general, some more tuning. So let's give it a spin, the Bean. But first, we're going to work with our sponsor at CoolStuffInc.com.
CoolStuffInc.com is a proud sponsor of Jim Davis, and you can show your support while getting 5% off your entire order by using the promo code JIM5 at checkout. Need singles for constructed or kitchen table play? Looking to pick up sealed product or the latest in Magic accessories? We've got you covered. CoolStuffInc.com is the place for all your Magic the Gathering needs. And remember to use the code JIM5 at checkout for 5% off. CoolStuffInc.com, cool stuff in stock.
The Bean. So we got our Beanstalk, we got our Triomes, we got our Binding. Pretty easy keep here on the draw, but it's a Spara's headquarters. If it's a pure ramp mirror, it's honestly not great for us. They ramp into bigger stuff, and a lot of our rule spells aren't great. We'll see what we can't do here, obviously. Turn 2 Beans where we want to be. Looks like it. So let's play our Swamp Beanstalk, draw a card. Get our Bean on. So you go. We got Binding, Virtue. And they've got the old Stomperoni. So they're going to stomp. They have the Stomper into Invasion draw. It's pretty good for them. Definitely, the ramp deck has a nut draw. This deck does not. So this deck is a little more even keeled than the ramp deck is, or the ramp deck's highs are a little higher, but the lows are a little lower. So we're going to go Jetmir's Garden here, tapped to leave a Binding for the Stomper. If they have a Invasion, we're going to bind Stomper here. Otherwise, we wait for Sunfall. We could also just like wait for Sunfall, I guess. So, Ren and Realm Breaker. Interesting. All lands tap for any color. Mill 3. We are in gold. Unfortunately, ladder's reset. And if we're
I will give you all the time I can muster.
They're going to make a land into a creature. It's going to have hexproof, and they're going to attack with it. Sure.
My voice beckons to all
Take
worlds.
3. Can't target anyway. It's got hexproof. It actually, it's a land on my turn also. To your next turn. So, if we were to Sunfall this next turn, let's actually binding the Renin. I'm not getting that either. Hold on. Just saying go is like pretty sketchy, honestly. Hitting the Stomper and the land with the Sunfall is pretty insane, though. I would just say Wandering Emperor. Also interesting. They have Vigilance, though. But let's play our Fiend's Tower just again. Let's see what they do. What's the ultimate here? Lands. So honestly, I would like them to plus this and attack me again. They're going to do that again, sure. They're not going to use it. Heads up play from my opponent, honestly. So not walking into Sunfall. Good play from our opponent. They just play Binding, draw a card. We draw Elspeth, Smite, not great. Get the Planeswalker. They can always Binding back, but whatever, honestly. And then we draw Seedshark. Might just, honestly, just cast Sunfall here. Our hand's just full of removal anyway. Want to get the Shark down at some point, too, so just cast Sunfall. Just land Sunfall, whatever. Draw a card. Get the Stomper. Make a 1-1. More beans. So next turn we can go Shark Bean. There's a Traxa. Traxa's on the first. And Emperor Briefcase Leveler. Oh man, it's so good against us. Yeah. Unfortunately, Atraxa's really, really good against slower decks, and we are a slower deck, obviously. You know, we are definitely not a very fast deck. They only got 4 cards off of it, but this is Vigilance too. So we'll let him waste to actually kill this thing. Let's Beanstalk first. I want to Shark first, maybe. Otawaring the Atraxa not so good. They can Leveler my thing. Yeah, Leveler's also just nasty against us. Alright, let's just... We've got like 2 Go over the Throats, a bunch of Bindings. We have Plains too. I'll try to find a bind. Beanstalk draw. 2-2 eventually. Draw March of Otherworldly Light. That does play. We can march this. And draw a card off Beans too, so. It's kind of cool that we can pitch these white cards too for the March, and we still draw cards, which is 6, so just play tap lands as they go. So they get a free attack in. They get the Leveler too, which is pretty gross. Making us Power Stones. Power Stones do fuel our things, I guess, but no Leveler here. Just got a Briefcase. And Binding my Shark. Sure. Now Sunfall's a good draw too. Take a bunch. Tap land. Put Emperor up also. We can march and kill the Atraxa. And they're going to play a Wandering Emperor. And then they're going to play a Leveler, get back their Ren, which is kind of gross. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pitch the Elspeth Smite. Somebody just exiles it. We kind of want to kill it, so we have Virtue too. But all right. We also want to exile the Leveler too. We have a lot of work to do, honestly. We have a lot of work to do, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 1 left over. We draw. Yeah, we'll just say go here. We'll say go. They'll Emperor, make a 2/2, and I think we're probably in trouble, honestly, but.
You started this fight.
They get to cast Leveler, eat the Binding, make a 3/3 off the Realm Breaker. Put a counter here. If we were to double pitch, you would have this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could then Otawara of a token too. This Wandering Emperor is honestly not super great because if it's gonna kill us, it has to do 2 things first. Let's do this. Let's go. We're gonna pay X is 7. And we're going to exile 2 white cards. Target the Atraxa. Pay. Really, I can't do that. I thought we didn't have to Otawara there. We don't. Draw an Emperor. Draw Headquarters. Not the end of the world, I guess, but a little annoying. We're just going to flip over the small guy and block. We could always revert. Block here. I was going to guess Leveler, honestly, and hit my thing. Well, there it is now, so... Here's the Leveler, hit the Binding. We got a Power. Some back. We can Virtue for 3/3, Emperor the Leveler.
To victory.
Another Beanstalk. Beans, beans, beans. We got 2, 4, and then 2 if we want it, so sure, let's get the Beanstalk. We draw a Plains. Let's play the Plains. This thing. And we're at 12. They get to attack and eat one of my Beanstalks, which is fine, honestly. There's a point where, like, if you have 3 or 4 of these in play, it's not a optional trigger, so you can deck, which is kind of concerned in a longer game. But kill a bean, sure. We can use Power Stone here. Play Emperor, exile this. We got game. Trying to fight this Atraxa here, you know.
Now you've done it.
They've resolved an Atraxa and a Leveler. We're still playing the game, so it's not a bad place to be, honestly. I'm gonna hard cast
This
this.
is what you get for hurting my
Virtue. Fortunately, no creatures in the graveyards, but like, you know, eventually maybe. Make it 2/2.
Keep watch for intruders.
You get an emblem that you may play lands and cast spells from the graveyard. Burn spells, plus that. Sure.
My voice beckons
Still have work to do,
all
but-
worlds.
We have briefcase, sure. 5 mana left, 6 cards in hand. We're still behind here. Here's a Stomper. Don't mind Sunfall, honestly. Oh, okay. Herd Migration's not bad. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This would be 9s. I can flip this thing over 2. Sure, that plays, honestly. I'm cool with that. The Migration draws in. White. Bean. 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 Draw Shark. Draw Binding. Using Binding on Ren and Realmbreaker is pretty appealing, not gonna lie. A little tempting to just wait and try to get the Shark in play first, though. Yeah, we're gonna wait. And now we have Otawara cycling.
I have got new
Binding
moves to
flip
teach
up.
you.
We actually have this. I should put tab on. That was stupid. I forgot about these, but that's alright. So go. A lot of beasts. We're gonna cast Sunfall. Alright, so that's fine. We allow this. Get an 8/8. Will they minus the run or plus it? Make a 3/3. Oh, it's aggressive. Okay. Sure. Try and attack this
Please,
Wandering Emperor here.
buy us more time.
Our Emperor is like not that important, I don't think. So it's fine. We could jump block here, but it's not necessary.
Our swords will cross again. Guards, to me.
Alright, so end step flip this. Double Binding. Wow, okay. Alright, so here's a Shark. Here's a Binding. Make a 7, 6/6. Draw. And then we have not enough mana to cast the Virtue, unfortunately, but it's fine.
Realmbreaker
We have a
is
6/6.
too mighty.
We don't need to use the other Binding yet, honestly, so we're just going to hold that. Otawara for this 8/8, which is great, and I'll just play this tap and say go. Not really going to rush here. We can flip this thing, hit Otawara up, we have Binding up, so we have everything up right now. End step Flipperoni. Sharkin. That makes it do it. 9/9. All right. Eggs, meat basket.
Training.
4 blocks. Otawara. Goodbye. Still have 5 cards in their hand. We're not there yet, but they're definitely doing a pretty good job here. You see the beans really pulling their weight. Casting Virtue Persistence would be cool too. Still no creature in a graveyard, unfortunately, but a second Cityscape leveler? What? Alright, sure, I guess. Didn't know that was really a thing. It's also a cast trigger, so I can't even binding it. Defending a token. Could binding there, binding, get another shark in play. We're drawing a lot of cards too. Yeah, I'll just do that. Draw 2, get a shark. We'll just try and draw out of this, honestly. Draw Virtue. Draw. Proof. Hit the binding. I don't know how to kill the leveler, actually. That's fine. Another Power Stone. 6 for days, honestly. Alright, so flip one of them. Another shark. So we attack. Maybe get another emperor here, which kind of suck, but that's fine, I guess. So let's go. Attack here. If block, we'll Virtue to kill it. And then cast Virtue. No blocks at all. Wow, okay. Alright, so kill both those.
Back to one.
Need to be aware of another Sunfall here. Let's just cast Virtue. Cast this. Make a 7/7. Draw a bunch of cards. Fire up the bean. Don't want to cast that yet. Just dies a leveler or a Sunfall. We have a bunch of these things to flip. 7/7 and a 6/6. I think we just play a land and say go. Pretty happy here. Got 2 flips, large creatures. We can flip, double block this thing. They want to kill the Virtue, whatever. It's like their creature favorites anyway, right? So. Attack me. Kill the Virtue. Sure. So we're going to flip and block. Just gonna block with everything in case they have like a rule spell. Obviously, we're losing both these if they don't have anything, but I think it's still worth it. So,
You still this fight. All
right, so
I've got new
for
moves
sure.
to teach you.
We've got some 6/6s. They still have 3 cards left. I think we're still in good shape, though, right? Okay, not in good shape anymore, for sure. We draw Go for the Throat. Can't kill that one. I mean, like, 3? 7/2. We can go Shark, Scorn, Virtue. It's pretty good. Poke this Emperor. Alright, 13. Fortunately, we've not been able to stop this leveler yet. Oh boy, what a game. Alright. Yeah, we're trying to stay back here. Let's go. We all grab the Snickers, you know? They could obviously kill it with the leveler, but whatever. Whichever sevens here, so. There's Sunfall. A little bit. It's kind of cool. I still have 4 Power Stones up too, which is kind of gas, so. Alright, let's these Power Stones are being pretty good for us. So we have a 2/2, a 2/2, a 7/7, and a 7/7. God damn it. That'll undo basically everything. Oh, another Traxic, great. Another, they're playing 3 Cityscape levelers? Opponent's an absolute maniac. Just confirm Maniac. What if they ever play against an aggro deck? Like, what's the plan, you know? Alright, I guess. So they hit 6 cards here. 2 Wrens, too. Wow. Alright. Put a first strike counter on a leveler, sure.
We've got the edge in this fight.
We're obviously casting Sunfall this turn, so... Not that it's even that good, so we're casting our Traxa, but... Alright, so they're going to attack with just the leveler. They're going to kill... the Virtue. There's still no creatures in any graveyard. Oh, actually I have a Shark in my graveyard, but... That's fine. Get a Stone. So we're just going to block with 2, and then we'll get Sunfall, so... Just soak all the damage up. Sunfall, Invasion, Wren. These games go. Invasion. Sun 3. Mill 3, land, binding, land.
A small gift.
End step, we're going to cycle. We're going to... They have binding, Sunfall, leveler. God, I can't believe they're playing 3 levelers. Like 4 tracks, 3 levelers. It's just insane. Alright, we're gonna Celestus Sunfall. Just get a bunch more incubators. We have more incubators on the screen. And we're going to... Could attack the Emperor. It gives them 7 life, though. I think it's worth it. So, cast Sunfall. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. We have these 3 tokens, draw more cards, draw Mirrex, attack. We have so many freaking things. We can attack and kill both planeswalkers here, which is kind of gas, actually. The 5s are new. You just can't even play. The 3/3s are also new. So let's make 2/2. So they have Sunfall in their hands. We need to be like, what are we doing here? Oh my god, it's so hard to parse what's what. Kill me. 7/14 would be 16 damage. Say that after this turn. This is 7. But we have more Alright, and then this is also available. Oh man, this is not a very good UI. So we have 3 entered this turn, 5 entered this turn. Celestus, 10 entered this turn. Okay, so we're going to kill their planeswalkers. 14. It's 18 damage. We're close to killing them. Not quite, though, but 18, 19, 20. Actually, no, they have binding, so alright, so attack.
See you later.
I am witness to the
Beanstalks.
end.
I want to be able to activate again, so let's just say go, I guess. They like Sunfall Traxa. What a game. If they had Traxa, they would just win. I say binding, but... Do it again. This time it's... There's no way they're playing 4 levelers. I cannot even believe it. I can't even believe it. 1, 2... 1, 2... 3. They're playing 4 main deck levelers. Wow. That's all I can say. That's all I can say, folks, is wow. I'm speechless. Speechless. Alright, so... 5, migration. Great. All right, go for the throw. We're gonna flip everything. Flip this one. Flip this one. Maybe 4/4. Whatever. Flip this one. Flip this one. That's all of them. Alright, so we're going to attack with everything. We could have, like, cast migration, try and draw a removal spell, but... Flip the 4. Jump block to 10, block a 3, take 13. So they have to use the binding, too. So they're going to binding a 10/10. Great. That's awesome, actually. Alright, so it's 10/10. Damage. 4. We're going to cast Migration, right? So Migration, draw 2. Land. Keep going lands. There we go. So they kind of have to Sunfall again. They've already cast 2 so far. They have double a leveler, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then they actually can cast both levelers this turn. Woo, what a game. Here's Migration of their own. We have Sheoldred too, so that could be our last threat. That'd be pretty cool. Leveler ETBs, and Leveler's going to kill with the binding on Ren. Nope, binding on binding. And they're gonna binding a 5/5. Also fine. Sheoldred, and they're at 4 with a binding in their hand though. So if we swing out here, let's start drawing cards with our. We have like these loots, so just loot this. Just look at this. Sort of like, we have a bunch of power stones, so it's just like basically free. Another herd migration. Okay, let's just start there, I guess. Let's see how decking is a concern, you know? Drop the Boseiju. Boseiju can kill the leveler, which is kind of gas, actually. And then we can offer a Sheoldred to the binding, to the first binding. Or we can offer a shark, actually. Let's offer a shark. Offer a shark. We can see this game has been insane, obviously. They've resolved 2 Atraxas, and we've ground through both of them with our Beanstalks. Which is part of the allure of a deck, you know, like... They have 12 cards in deck, I have 12 cards in deck. Decking a very real possibility. Largest Sunfall of all time. Do I want to allow the leveler to attack? Or do I want to Boseiju it? I'll just let it go, that's fine. I can actually Boseiju their binding on my Sheoldred. There's 4, so... They're going to attack the battle and kill the shark. That is fine. We're going to block the city safe leveler with every single one. They get to kill 2 of them, which is fine. What a game. They cast second leveler. I'll just cast Sunfall, I think. Guess a Stomper, sure. Cycle. Eiganjo. Cycle. Up the Beanstalk. Not cashed in that one. Only 9 cards in deck, so need to be aware of decking. All right, so I think we just have a leveler in the bin too. Take 2 up the Sheoldred. Just casting Sunfall like on the menu here. They do have more things than I have. Yeah, I'll just cast Sunfall, I guess. Cast Sunfall. Draw 2. More Sheoldreds. Infinite Sheoldreds. Token. Play Sheoldred. Just say try and binding it. I have the Eiganjo to kill the binding, which is cool. Binding, sure. So binding this. Upkeep before they draw. I'm going to Boseiju the binding. Buckle up. Now they can, they take 2 off of it, and he can leveler it. I'll just play another one next turn, so. Leveler on attack or cast. Take 2. Seven cards to 10 cards. Leveler. Move to combat. I will be for a non-token creature. Second main, they'll cast the leveler and kill my Sheoldred. I'll just play a new Sheoldred. I also just have lethal with the 22 token, right? So more power stones. More power to me. Mirrex. Flip this. Only 6 cards left. Not going to be casting anything else frisky here. Just going to attack. Force the block. As long as this card isn't a binding, they're dead. Whew! What a game. What a game. Man. And this is supposed to be a bad matchup too. Like, the ramp deck should be, in theory, pretty good against us. So, good sign there. And now I get to bring in a pretty good, interesting variety pack. Bring in a Duress, a Negate, a Stroke, double Elshnorn, Destroy Evil. Glissa's pretty good, actually. Glissa. We're going to take out a Sunfall, the Edict, the Cutdown, the Smite. The March is like, it's not great. It's fine. Celestus doesn't seem necessary either, honestly. Want to keep some number of Sunfalls, deal migrations. The Virtues are weird because, like, they're not, like, great at killing their stuff, but, like, the backside is actually pretty relevant. Although we are on a bit of a time crunch here a little bit because we are clock's low and it's a super long game. Go for their Destroy Evil, Duress, March, Binding. The Go for the Throats are obviously not great. Kind of interested in Faerie Mastermind. Kind of interested in the End also, actually. I'll just cut these Go for the Throats. Got the Go for the Throats. The End and Destroy Evil kind of fill that role also, as does March. Although I'm not thrilled with March, honestly. Yeah, March is slow and crappy. I think we'll shave like 1 Virtue. It's 27 lands. Mastermind, Stroke. This is pretty good because it kills the bindings and stuff too. So like it's kind of like, let's shave 1 Sheoldred actually. I know it like won us the game there, but like it's not a card we want to play early, so had redundant copies in hand that were unnecessary. All right, buckle up. Elshnorn's the real prize here. Elshnorn unless they have a direct way to kill it, like a go for the throat or something like that, it's very hard to kill. You can't binding it. It turns out the track's a good one, so. Need to watch the clock here. No one ever accused the Bean of being fast. It's definitely a slow, grindy card. It's sketchy, we can keep it. Just 2 lands I'm going to draw with the Beanstalk is fine, I think. Just want to draw any Triome. We have a draw step, a bean draw, and a draw step to find a lands. 4 draws to find land. That works too. Sure, let's go. Now we'll probably just migrate. We'll see what we draw, but... Briefcase. I would say we're just taking guaranteed land here. We'll just say go. I guess we'll get white. So we have double white cards in our hand. Binding and evil. Birth? Yeah, that's a good draw. Yeah, sure. Get a plains. Getting islands appealing also, but this is still good later, so. Turn 3, Invasion Zendikar on the play is pretty gross. They're going to have 6 mana to my 3. And they can poke it with the Citizen token. Headquarters. Sure, that's pretty good actually. Beanstalk. Sure. So, now you have blue and double white, which is great. Poke the battle for 1 again. No current answer to attract, unfortunately. So they're going to Binding my Bean. Obviously great for us. If we destroy it, we get it back again, which is awesome. We're just going to Emperor, I think. What's Emperor blocks 1/1? I don't know, actually. Maybe we don't want to do that, because we actually want to take a Sunfall next turn. Nah, make it work for it. Let's play Emperor. Maybe it was a force of an action, honestly. I would have loved to kill the Boseiju there, but... Eat that. 7 mana, Traxxas, sure. Again, grab that Snickers. Hit a million cards, yada yada yada. Everyone loves Traxa. They have Elesh Norn too. How do they have Elesh Norn in 4 Cityscape levelers? Just absurd. Just so many cards that are good against us. Alright, so Traxa, land, Siphon Insight. We draw a Beanstalk. I think they don't have Migration in their hand, right? We just we just Sunfall here, I think. Sunfall, make a token. Yeah. Want to get the Shark online, so.
Keep watch for intrusion.
Makes us a little weak to Herd Migration, but we'll figure it out. One problem at a time, you know? They attract again, they discard a hand size, probably. Probably want to go Invasion plus. So, get max punished. Not cool. We're going to go... You just Shark Bean Binding? You can't Binding, actually.
Remember your training.
Bean draws land? Yes. Not a red land, though. Say go. Might as well tax that side block anyway, so... Sure. So... I guess actually, maybe that's a bad play, because that makes our attacks easier on the battle and the thing. The more blockers I have, the harder it is for them to choose what to attack. That was a mistake on my part. I just didn't think about it. It's fine, though. If I have 2 blockers, I can make 3 attackers try and kill one of these, so... Ended up being, like, fine, but... Need to make sure we're playing fast, though, because we are behind if we don't here on time. We have taken more game actions than our opponent. We've resolved the tracks like 7 times this match already. Second inside, sure. Take the 1 card. This is Gab Nassif's pet card. Every Pro Tour. No, it doesn't matter the format. Doesn't matter the deck. We always hit a point in testing where Gab wants to add 2 Siphon Insight to a sideboard. Every single time, no matter what. Like, Pioneer, Modern, you name it. 7, you got me. What do you got? Our cards are similar, so... Wow. That's it? Alright. I kind of wanted to just stray with the binding. Just, like, get our ball rolling. Get our bean on. Probably how much this power stuff helped us out last game. Drop the bean. We have a red source now, too. Another bean. I don't know if I can play 3 beans, honestly. We might... we're still pretty far from decking, but... 2-2. We're just gonna do this. Play with stats. Just say go. We have an army of 2-2s. We have an Emperor, it looks like.
Now you've done it. That's coming up. I have got new moves to teach you.
Alright. I think we're just gonna bind it to 4-4 and then block our 7-7 or whatever. Binding, draw. 6-6, draw land. Draw land. Dealt with that migration pretty well. Will they Sunfall here? Did you reverse you? Plenty more grinding to do. 4-4.
We must protect the people.
We got some beans. Brushland. Not the most impressive card in this board, but sure. Whatever. Just forget it. Already. Draw. A lot of lands, folks. It's definitely a lot of lands. Alright, let's say go here. A little flooded. A little flooded here. Alright. Didn't see that one coming. That's probably... Now that our beans are gone. I guess that's also a reason to hold on to a bean.
Guards, to me.
Yeah, we're super dead now. I might just go to game 3. They still have tracks in their hands, so... Unless we draw, like, Elesh, and they have no way to kill it, which is pretty unlikely. So we're just gonna keep playing, I guess. Alright, Succubus. Gotta beat this, tracks in here, but we're catching up on clock. Alright, attack the battle, do that. Go Otawara, but I guess necessary.
Keep watch for intruders.
They just like board out their levelers. Fortunately, though, the ends one of our few answers to Elesh also. Oh, they didn't even get Elesh. They got an Atraxa. That's kind of cool. All right, so hit this. Goodbye, Atraxas. I did board 2 counter spells, so they could have had stolen my counter spells. If this is a resolve, obviously. Alright. Atraxa. Their hand is Leveler, Migration, Emperor. Jeez. Not they have all levers. They have Kaya too. What do they cut out of his deck to add all these cards? I don't understand. Alright, so... Only 2 Atraxas? Sure, I guess. Let me draw a card. Yeah, draw Faerie Mastermind. Draw a card. Boseiju. Man, we got a little grind in here. Alright, say go. I think you might just, let's just go to game 3. Yeah, I think we're pretty far behind. Our clock's kind of low. Let's just go to game 3. Alright, so game 3. We get to see their deck too, which is kind of nice. I don't think anything changes. I can see wanting a third Sunfall, honestly. Because they just have so many threats, honestly. On the play, so I want this Glissa. The Mastermind seems fine. Honestly, the Emperors aren't very good. Like, what do they do? You know, like, not much. Can't exile Traxa. Doesn't really beat a migration. I'm bringing Sunfall. I'm going to bring in Sheoldred and cut the 2 Emperors. Let's try this. We got to be a little aggressive so our clock's kind of low, too. So. Hell of a match, though. Whew, boy. What do y'all think of matches like this? Let me know in the comments. You like these, like, crazy, long, grinding matchups? Both players down to, like, 5 cards in their deck? Ugh. Hand's bad, but whatever. Spell, sure. They had turn 3 battles that were fun to play with them, too. Not the best hand, but we'll figure it out. We have Sheoldred if we want it, I guess. They are currently... Alright, sure. We're going to hold up Negate and try and counter their battle. And then cast Sunfall. What a draw. Love it. Perfectly fits into our mana curve. Perfect. So now I get to draw a card, play the battle. Nope. I think we Sunfall. Nothing really big to negate. All our big cards cost 7, so we'll just get Sunfall. Get Sunfall, draw a card. Next turn, Sheoldred plus negate. Good old Siphon Insight. Sure, you got it. We do have 1 Disdainful Stroke on our cannabis. They have pretty ugly mana here. Garden, sure. That's so good for us. Main phase Siphon Insight. So now I get to go Sheoldred plus negate next turn. Alright, so... Stolen 2 cards. Don't even play a stolen. Oh, awesome. That's great. Already got value off of it. We've already... That deck, our bean already drew 2 cards. So it's great for us. Play this. Play this. They have a Traxa. It's kind of ugly, but whatever. Yeah, Bean drew 2 cards. Wish we had the stroke, but sure. Hit. Binding, land, farewell, farewell. That's it. Just binding, land, farewell. Enchantment, land, sorcery. That's good for us. Only 3 cards. I think farewell, lounge, binding. Sure. I guess we'll flip. Farewell gets it anyways. We can like bean Sunfall if we draw land here. Maybe we wish we need an untapped white land, which is kind of unlikely, so let's bean. We draw Virtue of Persistence. Interesting. Definitely attack here. Happy to make this trade if they want to make this trade. Alright, 13. We'll play white, blue, black one. Sure. Just say go. They have a Traxa in play, which is annoying, obviously, but farewell, lounge, binding. Definitely not sure exactly how I want to use this negate. There are no creatures in the graveyard for Virtue. Don't want to bind in a Sheoldred, go nuts. You know, like whatever. Life, drop binding, gain some life. Can't really binding Atraxa because I'm just binding back to binding, which is terrible for us. So I'm just gonna attack. Actually, I'm not gonna attack this time because they have Emperor mana up, so no attacks. Play land. Just say go, I think. There's no real play here. Seems like they lose some life, sure. Really, really hard to binding an Atraxa and finish up this Atraxa easily. Lose some more life, sure. Just chipping away, you know? Gaining 7 a turn, but play Mirrex and just say go. Alright. Our Mirrex. Mastermind. Attack again. Actually, no attack into an Emperor, so we'll just Sunfall here with negate up. Draw off the bean. Call land maybe? Nope. Second virtue, not ideal. There we go. Counterspell, binding, flip, mastermind up. Instead cast binding. Sure. Either target here is totally cool by me. Yeah, sure, whatever. What's an alert? Alright, so we're down a minute and a clock. I should have masterminded there. Nah, I already have, so. Alright. Duress me. Sure, it's fine. Virgin are looking great here, honestly. I guess there's. Creatures just don't die, really. They should always get exiled. Take the negate. Alright, shields down. What do you want from me? Alright, sure, I guess. Leveler. Oh my god. Alright. I did say it was a bad matchup. You know, I won game 1 pretty convincingly, but like I did say this is not a good matchup. You know, this deck is definitely not built to handle you know, the Atraxa over and over and over again. We can grind, but they have like also like their list is also heinously good against us with 4 levelers or whatever, which is like just a absurd amount of levelers to play in a deck. But Kaya now to Kaya Stomper Migration. We just can't win, I don't think. Alright, play Mastermind. Again, can't finding Atraxa. Never drew Elesh Norns either. So Stomper, we draw a land, Sheoldred. We're just gonna their hand. I don't think so. Tough game for sure, but definitely not a good matchup. And again, deck list wise, like there's bad matchups, and then there's opponents playing 4 levelers against you, you know, like which is just like nobody at Worlds played any levelers at all, and they're playing 4, which is crazy talk. There are definitely aggro decks in the format that laugh this card off, even Esper Legends and stuff too, like, but when I wanted to be good in the big matchups, it's working for him. It's to
now will protect those who deserve life.
Exile target creature or enchantment. If it wasn't an aura, make a copy. I think they get a 1/1 Sheoldred.
Time for your spirit to move on.
Damn. Alright. I guess we what players for Robert here, but Sunfall. Alright. That was fine. I just took damage of Sheoldred. We're just back it up. We can't remove the Kaya either, so tough matchup for sure. If I had to design a nightmare matchup for us, that would probably be it. We still won game 1 pretty convincingly, so. On the play with the bean. Alright, so we have this you can keep this. Sure, this is fine. Shut down, bean, migration, figure it out. We'll find the Triumph or 2, right? No problem. We can find it. That's fine. We're good. We're good. Got the bean. The old beaneroni. Taking Beantown. Swamp go. They're not going to see this coming, let me tell you. Ooh. Ooh. Boy. Okay. Delver Secrets, huh? I haven't seen the mono blue deck in a while. Alright, we bean it. This is probably good for us. We just have like a bajillion full spells. And other main threats. Counter spells are obviously good against us, but like much worse against us than they would be against like the actual ramp deck. We can just jam this here. If they counter, they counter. Already have one in play, so. Fuck. Oh, no. Okay, great. Yeah, so mono blue. Moment of truth. A little impulse action. Mono blue, pretty cool budget deck. Definitely a little underpowered, but scrappy for sure. So we're gonna have 2 beans in play and already have a binding too. Yeah, we're in good shape. Normal shape. Draw a card. Play this. There you go. Move spells up the wazoo. Persistence? Sure. Just play Otawara, right? We get a mountain and just play it, I guess. I have to do that, whatever, sure. Not playing a mountain. Yilly and Brent, what are you guys doing not playing a mountain, huh? You guys are greedy, aren't you? You guys are greedy. Alright. There are no red cards in the deck, I guess, so, like, I guess it's fine. Just say go. Binding for 2 is fine. We have to go for throw up also. There's the thirst. Starting a land. Nothing. Sheoldred. Play Otawara, so they go. Just like over on the land, I think. Again, sure. Just massage that hand. Get ready to cast the Tolarian Terrors. Virtue not great here, honestly. Others cut down usually, but Delver's available, so Delver of Secret's definitely not the most not the card it used to be, you know. Still in the tank, 7 cards in hand. Moment of Truth again, sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, they've got 5 spells. They're getting ready for those. So Tolarian Terror costs 2. Naughty, sure. We'll just get Binding. Draw 2 cards. You have draw 2 attached to all your spells. Usually pretty good shape against the 1-for-1 deck. They are drawing all cards, but I think we'll be alright here. Also, just like resolving Sheoldred's a pretty good place to be. They kind of just like look like a ramp deck too, and like so usually the counterspell decks are scared of the ramp deck on 6 or 7 mana. So you're gonna eat this, sure. Resolve that. Draw the beans. Draw the bean. Draw another binding. Wow. Just do it again. Just do it again. Draw 2 more cards. So good. Such beanage. Spell Pierce. So draw 2 more. Another binding. Oh, we drew a land. Thank God we drew a land. Alright, so here's Sheoldred. Resolves. Draw. Draw. Gain. Gain. Kill. Not too shabby. So we have more lands than them, more cards than them, and more board than them. Currently winning on all axes. Axes? 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 What's the plural of axis? Fading over, sure. So we're gonna go Sheoldred plus Shark next turn, I think. With all these cards, I'm never trying to jam over and over and over again, so. Make him have it on every street. Here's a thirst, sure. Obviously, a Resolve Sheoldred is just like absolutely lights out with this deck because you can't kill it. And bouncing it's only temporary, so gotta counter it for the most part. First, Spear. Aside from Essence Scatter, I don't think there are many cards in the entire format that counter this. I guess I had Stroke. Consider. Alright. Think about it. The LHF. We got 4 colors of cards in play, and they're all really good. Island number 7. Sheoldred's real good if you can't kill it. Alright, so we're going to bring in Duress, Edict, Glissa, Destroy Evil, maybe? Stroke, not so great. Mastermind's pretty good. Negate to fight over counter battles. That's fine, I think, too. Alright, then we're going to cut the Sunfalls. Not really about that game. Virtue can go too, I think. And then Smite, cut down, Duress, March, Evil, Negate, Edicts. I think Celestus is like a little slow, honestly. Just not really thrilled about Celestus. It's fun. So, a lot of removal. Just going to 1-for-1. Sunfall, you know, hard to resolve it and so on and so forth. It's not really worth the trouble. Try it again. Mono blue. I don't think there was a single mono blue deck in Worlds. Only a few fairy decks. There's just so many good cards in the format. It's just like so hard to like play a bunch of counter spells and not much removal and just like hope you can counter everything. Like the old Randy Buehler draw go decks of old. Boomer check. You know, doesn't work in modern day Magic. All the cards are just too good. You can play a good control deck, but as far as just like actually being mono blue and trying to counter everything, it's tough. You know, you really need to have like in Pioneer or Explorer, like you have to have like, you know, 12 1-drops, 4 Curious Obsessions, and have this sort of like plan, like ball to get rolling, so you have some sort of proactive thing to do. And Haughty Naughty is it's a good card, don't get me wrong, but I'm running out of things to say. Make sure you sub my channel, check out my own stuff. Obviously, Jim Davis MTG on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. I do full-time content. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jim, pro Magic player, and hi. Thanks for watching my video. I appreciate it. Let's go. Game 2. On the draw. Not great, honestly. I think we're going to keep, but we're drawing to any blue source, any beanstalk, any herd migration. Yeah, I'm going to keep. It's not great, honestly. I can see this in this game. But, blue source, nailed it. Alright, so here's headquarters. Without the beans, it's obviously harder to jam a return, but Ledger Shredder, interesting. What's bad against Sheoldred? It's a good card. It's a good card, you know? It's the 1. Yeah. It's going to be 10 Delver Secrets. It's a little aggressive here, honestly. Alright, it's just Jam Town. I think... Is it Shark or Glissa? This is pretty good. I think Shark might be better, though. Both bad against Unsummon. Let's play this. Oh, we got it countered. I think these are better as the game goes on, honestly, and they also just block their whole board, too, which is great. This is awesome. A little Fading Hope. Sure. I see a Scry. Binding, by far our best draw here. The ability to go 3-drop into Binding would be a turn. They spiked the blind. It wasn't a blind flip, I guess. It was a Fading Hope flip, but spiked the Delver flip and did Stroke. We draw Binding. Oh my god. Alright, so now we have to play Shark. So we need to defend ourselves in the air. Don't attack like that. Here's a Shark. They can Stroke the Binding, obviously, but that's fine for now. I'm guessing it now, because they can shred otherwise. Shark blocks really well, which is kind of the idea here. If they go for the Shark, we cast Binding. If Sheoldred also, so... Alright, so no attacks. So we're going to end step, fire up the Binding. Trigger the Shark and see what they do. If it resolves, what do we target is an interesting question. I think Shredder's a scarier card, as far as scaling and drawing them more things. Whereas the both Sharks can block this, we can Emperor, we can Eiganjo it. If this gets too big, it's going to look kind of rough, so we're going to target the Shredder. Big tanks. That's true. What's that? Draw March of Otherworldly Light. It would cost 2 mana to kill this Insectile Aberration, or 3 to kill the Ledger Shredder. I'm in favor of playing with a Shark here. You can also pitch the Emperor if we're feeling desperate, so there's a Shark. So same go. And this is the problem with the blue deck, where if the blue deck gets ahead, it's really good. It's just, you just gotta get ahead, counter things, all your mana's up. Once you start to fall behind with the blue deck, it's so hard to catch back up. Because there's just no kill spells in the deck. You know, like Fading Hope can only go so far. And there's just so many really powerful creatures that, like, once one resolves, things get really messy. So, they've been a Delver. Can't really attack. Make a 6/6 and loud. People are just kind of falling out of a place for them. So, attack for 6. Just gonna cast Glissa. Play tower. And everything that resolves just gets worse and worse and worse for them. Balls, sure. So I'm gonna let them resolve all their things. Then I'm going to march the Shredder. I think killing Shredder is actually that important now. Discard Spell Pierce. The one Delver's never getting through, but this Shredder could, in theory, maybe like grow and get them out of this. So they currently have 6 spells in them in, so they can have Tolarian Terror online too, but I have a 6/6, so. And Glissa. So our board's really, really good. It'll give us 2 3/3 tokens too, so Mirrex is 2. Exile. So hold on. You can overpay on this, right? So you can go exile creature mana value extra less. We have 3 mana to pay, so we'll pay 3. So X is 3. We'll exile this. Target this. Pay the full. Now you get 3/3 instead of, I'm sorry, 4/4 instead of 3/3s. They get to connive again. At this point, our board's just so good. We have 2 more 3/3s coming, and Sheoldred in our hand too. Ah, yes, now I hear it. The beautiful poetry of the lights of the sky. The moon, and ask what it all means. Yeah, this game's over. Unless they pull that blue farewell out of their hat. I think we're good here. If they go like terror, like 4 Tolarian Terrors, I still think we're way ahead. Draw go for the throat. Awesome draw, obviously. Let's just try and kill this Jin, see what happens. Get some more tokens. They like negate this or whatever. I can cast Sheoldred. I can make some 4/4s and attack. Yeah. Alright, now I'm just gonna slam now. Just gonna slam WoW. And a lot of damage. This is 10, 14, 17. Just like that. Send him a Leroy's. Fading Hope, sure. Right top, sure. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, this is 15 damage. It's still lethal, so it's still a chump block. Yeah. Just too hard to pick up in the blue deck. Let's, GLHF. Hard to imagine a more sure thing than this game right here, right now. There's no sort of like blue bounce all stuff, in fact, or whatever, so. Sweet. On the play. No beans, but hand's good. We keep this. Migration, recolors. Obviously, these aren't basic land types. That's fine. We'll figure that one out. We got migration for plains, most likely. If we can turn on Sunfall. Put them all to 5 pretty quick. So we'll see how this one goes. They aren't platinum. Mono red, sure. So, Sharkin. Let's play the blue. So you can Shark on 3, perhaps. Yeah, play this blue and say go. Migration for Plains. Decent little draw here. We get Plains. And I can't cast Sheoldred yet, but 19 second Plains too. Okay. Just cast the Shark. Honestly, we're gonna cast Shark and try to block with it. Nothing fancy. Just make them use their spells on it. Cast Sheoldred Binding. And Sunfall, I mean. They have like land warcrafting. Awesome. If they attack and we block and they kill it. Awesome. Monstrous growth. Awesome. Just like a roadblock. Block. Cool. Call them for top 2 cards. Options are land, play with fire. Play with fire, kill this. Sure. It's great. So, 1-for-1 trade. Works for me. And come on. So we're still at 18. Pretty healthy. Binding. We got the Bean. And Binding costs 2 right now, right? Awesome. So let's go Bean. And draw. Fiend's Tower. Binding costs 1. Awesome. So very, very ideal draw here. Swifty. Taylor Spear. Scoundrel. We could roll the Scoundrel, I can only assume, right? Sure. Yeah, so, we actually have Sunfall. We're just going to Sunfall next turn. Not going to bother casting Sunfall. So 13. We'll be effectively at 11 if this thing attacks us, but I think that's fine. The shield in turn in too. They draw Black Source, but here's Sunfall. Draw a card. Wipe the board. Another Binding. We have 2 1-mana cantrips. And then a Sheoldred with a next turn just Sheoldred with Binding. Oh my god. What a beatdown. Just get out there, sure. Oh man, they're landing too. They're coming in. Alright. Not bad. Not good enough though. Here's Sheoldred. And then put Binding, kill something, draw a card, gains 2 life. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Alright, so we're going to bring in Knockout Blow. Lockdown is interesting. I think we want it. Parasitic Grasp. Drag the bottom, Baloth, Glissa. And we're going to cut... I want cheap removal spells. Want the Emperors, want the Sheoldreds. Celestus is a little slow. Sunfall's honestly not great against them either. We're kind of just going to 1-for-1 them to death, so I don't want the drag either. I'm just a couple Sunfalls. We're trying to 1-for-1 them. Lockdown does, it does work pretty well though. So honestly, I don't even want this though. Lockdown does hit our shark tokens and our beanstalks and stuff. We just have like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 11. We have 13 2-mana or less spot removal spells. Like a bunch of must-kill creatures with 4 toughness. I don't even want this. We're good to go here. The mulligan with their hand was quite good, honestly, but we're still able to do our thing, so... Definitely a much better mono red matchup than the normal ramp decks have. So we got a Grasp here, it's great, keep this. Grasp into Shark, that's a human. Headquarters, we have Virtue now too, oh yeah. Or you can anti-Virtue deck, with an Adversary for sure. That's not a good. We're going to Virtue the Adversary, I think, right? Virtue, so that's 2 life. And then we'll decide if we're going to play Shark or not next turn. Godric. That's also good, right? So we're going to Lightning Helix this Godric. Just costs 2 mana, right? We're going to start human as a human. Yeah, so we're just going to Grasp here. So a healthy 17. They're coming. They are definitely coming. Here's a wicked roll. They came to battle. We're 10. Draw another land. We're gonna play the Shark. If they have a way to kill the Shark, we're probably dead here. Pretty good draw on our opponent's side, honestly. Really, really nice, nice curve out. Double white. Markets, there you go. Obviously, if they have way to kill us, we're dead. But if they don't, we can stabilize hopefully, so... They draw a second Founder, which is great for them. Because I can pump this. This is 5 damage, 6 damage. We're at 4 effectively. Damn, what a draw. Not quite a turn 5 kill, but close. They draw their land. So we take 4 from these. We're going to cycle this. And I'm not even sure what we're trying to draw, but... Herd Migration gain 3 or Edict 2. So we're going to 1 because they're going to activate Foundry, attack, and then pump. So I don't think we're good here, but as predicted, laying the beats. That's actually really good for us because now they're getting for 1 less damage. So sacrifice a non-token creature. If we can draw like Sheoldred, Shark, or Baloth, Binding. Probably not Beanstalk. We are gaining 3, but we're still dead. So yeah, we got to draw a, I guess a Binding or just any removal spell. Hold on. That's a removal spell. That's actually really, really good, but pretty good. So we can go land, go. And they're going to attack with the Foundry and pump it, we Eiganjo it, and go to 1. Just saying there's a chance, you know? Could have Soka's on for some tokens. Are they going to actually split the bodies up? That's a good play. That's a good play. Good play, opponent. We're mana short of Eiganjo and Migration. Alright, they got us. Good draw. We drew a few too many lands and not enough action, which is fine. Could have gained 3 on the play, no worries. Happy with our sideboarding, happy with our plans. We kind of just like didn't really get there that game. They had a good draw, it happens. Sometimes mono red on the play just gets you. Miserly Tidy. Remember, folks, as always, there's a companion article to this video on CoolStuffInc.com. Like there is every week. I do a video article every Monday and a full written article every Friday. Go read them. Along with other fine content on CoolStuffInc.com. There's a free piece of content, at least one, if not more, every weekday on CoolStuffInc.com. No paywalls, nothing. Hop on over. And of course, when it's time to shop for your Magic cards or games, promo code GYM5, 5% off your order on CoolStuffInc.com. Alright, on the play, we got pretty good hand. We can keep this one. I want to have a black and a green. Yeah, so black and a green, so you have the option to Virtue or Migration. Come on now. Baloth too, nice. Let me actually play this untapped. We cycle this for planes, and then untap and Virtue tap land. Yeah, like that. So they play like a 2/2 haste here, it's a 3/3, I get to kill it. Get the life back. Sure, that works too, I guess. If they have a rage and they're thinking about if they want to risk it or not. Rage is pretty good, actually. It's pretty perfect. Great. So, Migration for planes. This works out very well for us. Life, they have 3. Then tap, and we go. Go this, gain some life. Now we have second green and white also, so we can go this. We have Baloth next turn, Emperor next turn, I'll get second one. A lot of good tools here. Here's Godric. That's pretty good. Celebration Godric too. Okay. Planist Emperor of a Godric. Here's a Kimono. They have a 2/2 haste here also. It's a little scary. We are like gaining 2 and then gaining 4, so another pretty good draw from our opponent. to
done.
9. Make it 2/2. Make a
Until
Baloth
next
4.
time, then. May your blade strike.
Now at 13, we say go. 2 blinded. Glissa next turn also. The longer you wait on Glissa, the better too, because the more likely to use kill spells. Exactly. Use a kill spell here. They need it. Alright. And we're going to 9. Binding's a pretty good draw. So we're going to play Glissa. I think the goal is just to cycle Binding and just cast Virtue next turn. So Glissa and Binding are trying to stay alive. We gain 3, have a blocker. If they have Lightning Strike or a way to kill Glissa, we might be in trouble, honestly. Go ahead. Spear. Oh my god, just have it all. They just have it all. Alright, that's pretty gross. Yeah, opponent running pretty hot here. Alright, we're gonna kill this response of now we can't guess virtues, we're just gonna die next turn, so. Oh boy. We cycle this, we stay at 6. Dead on board. I guess not dead on board because of prowess triggers. Holding it's not really good either, though, so whatever. They have a shock, too? No way. No way you have play with fire, too. Alright, first we're dead, but sure. Pretty good draws from our opponent here, not gonna lie. Let's get another black, I guess. We get a 12, 1. Yeah. Alright, yeah, they got us. That was some pretty good mono red draws, not gonna lie. Matchup seems pretty good for us, but them's the break sometimes. We'll cycle this first and see what we draw, but don't think that's here at all. Looking for it, yep. Without the monstrous rage, I think he might have pulled this one out. We could have killed this thing and, you know, been at a decent, like, you know, if we're like at 6 or 7 life or whatever, they have to draw like runner to kill us, or just like a few goodies at least to kill us, but yeah, they got us. All right. All right, so if you're a control player and you like grinding, obviously you can see pretty awesome deck in the Bean. Pretty good spread there in matchups. I think the ramp matchup is a little tough. I think their list was like really, really good against us. That mono red match was tough. I think mono red's definitely a fine matchup for this deck. They just had some really, really good draws, and you know, mono blue and other creature decks seem very, very good for this deck. Mono white, mono blue, Esper Legends, just like so many good removal spells, so much good card draw, for sure. So really cool deck, and then also very, very like workable. You know, there's a lot to do here still as far as tuning, sideboard tuning, main deck tuning, and so on and so forth. But really fun deck. The Bean, again, Brent Voss and Ili Kassis's baby from Worlds. And that's the deck. So hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. And thanks for watching. I'm Jim Davis for CoolStuffInc.com. I'll see you next time.